go on. Let's go on this short break. We'll be right back after this short message. Don't go anywhere.
Do you know that you have the right to quality broadcasting? The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the content of a broadcast or the conduct of a broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station and all right to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja, or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that your complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that your complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
Thank you for staying tuned to Ebona, the 103.5 FM. This morning, we'll be taking a look at the leadership newspaper, Daily Post, Vanguard, Sun, Tribune, Guardian, Punch, Nation, and Premium Times. Sorry, we are not live on our Facebook page, but you can still go there and drop your opinions or views from all the headlines we'll be reading out to you this morning at Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Or WhatsApp messages on 080-9666-1035. You can stream us online via mixlr.com/gistfm. My name is Divine.
And I'm Martin. Let's get started with the Guardian newspaper. Boko Haram seizes ISWAP bases in Borno. 11 commanders flee. Court pushes suit against Kumala's candidature for Borno Central PDP. NCC returns to television with Telecom Weekly. Guba candidate appeals for truce in Benue APC. Lassa fever kills medical doctor in Nasarawa. Industry players partner Afrima for 8th edition in Senegal. Redesigned Naira. Mina traders blaze up to meet January 31st deadline. Redesigned Naira. Mina traders to meet January 31st deadline. Unilag to graduate 82-year-old PhD holder. Nigeria Economic Summit Group to engage Tinubu, Atiku, Obi, others in dialogue on economy. Late Anyam Osigwe, Amazon for creative sector, Sanwo-Olu. Fear of election cancellation, no cause for alarm, federal government assures. Nigerian Immigration Service sets up task force to clear over 100,000 unclaimed passports. Insecurity may lead to postponement or cancellation of elections, INEC warns. Federal government plans collaboration with communities to secure railway infrastructure. Afe Babalola tax rich Nigerians, philanthropists on education sector's revival. Federal government to collaborate with host communities to secure railway infrastructure. Copyright Commission promises to pull youths out of drugs. Nobody can blackmail me, says Buhari. Politicians waging war against our Director General, DSS, cries out. Buhari taxed Nigerians on patriotism to end insurgency. Family planning, federal government to rely on donors to pay $4 million debts in Naira. Redesign Naira, CBN to monitor compliance by commercial banks. Enugu APC stalwarts, Bika, over alleged misuse of 1.3 billion Naira campaign fund. Private sector fleets over federal government's 2.43 trillion Naira non-oil revenue targets. That's the much we can take from the Guardian newspaper this morning.
In leadership, nobody can blackmail me over illicit wealth. President Muhammadu Buhari seized properties. EFCC records 6 successful bids on day 2 of auction sale. Investment in tech way out for Nigeria. Osibanjo, Person of the Year 2022. No to proposed 376 new agencies. 45 days to go. Federal government dismisses threat to 2023 elections. Obasanjo Atiku squandered PTDF money, says Tinubu. Tears as NSCDC prays for 11 officers killed by bandits accident. Why we asked banks to load ATMs with new notes, CBN. Leadership Award, recognition of African in banks, impact on Nigeria, Africa, Orama. UK keen on helping Nigeria recover, Atiku. Presidency, I am not in race for Ndibo's turn, Obi. Electing Tinubu will guarantee security, economy in Northeast, Buhari. Fire got Catholic seminary in Kaduna. What Lasut is doing to address Japa syndrome as 150 nurses left in 3 years. Don't leave fight against insecurity for federal government alone, Malami tells governors. UK strongly interested in helping Nigeria to recover, Atiku. Peace Anyam Osigwe was a trailblazer in creative sector, Sanwo-Olu. Federal government approves 4.7 billion naira for 219 TNT fund research proposals. Train station attack. Train station attack. Another intending passenger rescued as search for others continues. Insecurity. No threat to 2023 election. Federal government declares. Nigerian government, Saudi Arabia sign MOU on 2023 Hajj. Police bust child trafficking syndicate in Rivers. Rescue pregnant victims. Emefeli. Nigerian Bar Association wants DSS to back off. Presidential poll. Rivers people will give full support to Atiku Sekibo. Tinubu Shetima Group shifts Akwa Ibom rally as CPC chair resigns. Police looking for man smoking with toddler in viral video. Be courageous to stop menace. Uzodinma tells oil theft probe panel. Immigration Service sanctions 36 officers in house cleaning exercise. DSS raises alarm over plans to smear DG, top management. APC Campaign Council condemns attempted assassination of Ebonyi chairman. NSCDC mourns as Corps loses 7 officers to bandit attack in Kaduna. Ayade asks Christian pilgrims to pray for Cross River, Nigeria. Edo records 18 new cases of Lassa fever. Calabar Itu Road project. Monarchs protest non-payment of compensation. Stock market opens week strong, gains 257 billion naira. Publishers set to unveil book postulating Obi's presidency. 2023, Ondo APC denies renting crowd for rally. That's all from.
And now we move over to the Punch newspaper. Chief Justice of Nigeria warns against undermining rule of law. Gunmen fire National Drug Law Enforcement Agency operatives. Soldiers rescue Lagos Baron. Blackout as 16 die in California flooding. Adeleke appoints review committee for Ilasa Varsity. Nigerian Immigration Service sets up team for 100,000 unclaimed passports. LASUTECH admits 1,850 pioneer students. World Bank cuts economic forecast over global recession. I have no land, property outside Nigeria, Buhari. I'm unaware of classified documents content bidding. Train attack. Nigeria Railway Commission awaits victims' relatives. Woman rescued. Niger traders lament scarcity of new Naira notes. Niger Delta Development Commission Managing Director promises new dawn for Niger Delta. Report predicts violent elections. Minister allays fears. Babcock Varsity makes case for better teaching methods. Adeniran says resignation as Yoruba nation share stands. Afenifere YCE warned INEC against postponing elections. End to federal government states disagreements. Obi promises to negotiate with Biafran agitators. DSS alleges planned smear campaign against Director General. Lagos government plans online learning for workers. Evans, rearrangement stalled over lawyer absence. Sean banned gangs. Lagos government advises students. Ogun government adopts Lagos model on land survey. Group urges Tinubu supporters on PVC collection. Doctors threaten strike. Federal government plans better pay. Emefiele, obey restraining order. African lawyers tells DSS. Atiku solicits support from UK government. Proper education will tackle Boko Haram. Buhari. Diri bemoans 250,000 Bayelsa out of school children. Investing in technology holds great prospects. Osibanjo. ASU, Lagos State University chapter distances self from political rally. Establish railway police. Ondo lawmaker urges Buhari. And still on the stories making the headlines on the Punch newspaper this morning. CAC dismisses registration of witch association claim. I have delivered my campaign promises to Ogbomosho land. Makinde. Naira redesign to tackle kidnapping. CBN. Federal government cushions farm losses for 200 Gombe farmers. Federal government cushions farm losses for 200 Gombe farmers. Dismissal of worker unconnected to union activities. Provost. JAMB adopts e-Naira for payment of UTME registration. Abeokuta Lagos Road to wear new look. Abiodun. Interfaith organization seeks extension of PVC collection deadline. EFCC records 6 successful bids for forfeited properties. Cross River gets 13 new commissioners. Afenifere scribe slams lawmaker over comments on Obi. Hackers hit Danish Central Bank. Other websites is new dawn for Niger Deltans. Niger Delta Development Commission Managing Director declares. Families of slain Anambra policemen get 43.3 million naira. Families of slain Anambra policemen get 43.3 million naira. Resident doctors threaten nationwide strike. Yoruba Nation Group 6 state policing condemns killings. Saudi Arabia removes restriction on Hajj pilgrims numbers. Lassa fever kills medical doctor in Nasarawa. Android iPhone users defrauded from fake artificial intelligence apps. Unpaid salaries. Kuje cancel teachers begin indefinite strike. Nigeria hosts international maritime exercise. Urban Game Express 2023. That's the much you can take from the Punch newspaper this morning.
Moving over to Daily Trust, DSS decries slander amid Emefiele's probe, altercation between DG's wife, Kano NNPP candidates. There will be no shortcut to justice, fairness in judiciary under my watch, CJN Ariwola vows. Redesigned Naira. Uncertainties over January 31 deadline, experts warn CBN. I was an orphan, never knew my father. Buhari reveals at APC campaign rally in Yobe. 250,000 out-of-school children. Governor Diri rallies parents, community leaders to reverse trend in Bayelsa. Abuja court dismisses forgery suit against INEC PDP Borno Central senatorial candidate. Egba chief suspended as lawyer writes Alake orders. Terrorism may threaten election in Northeast. Korean West Africa raises alarm. Corn West Africa raises alarm. Out of school children, Governor Diri orders strict application of laws against rising cases in Bayelsa. Heads will roll over 23.7 trillion naira CBN advances to government. Experts. We did not deny Labour Party campaign venue. Delta government. Families of slain police officers in Anambra get 43 million naira compensation. JAMB gives update on 2023 UTME, approves 600 CBT centers. Newly redesigned Naira, stop putting old notes in ATMs or face penalty. CBN wants banks. Family confirms AMA founder. Family confirms AMA founder Peace Anyamo Sigwe is dead. Forfeited properties. EFCC disqualifies 13 billion naira bid for Banana Island flats. Nobody can blackmail me. I have no house outside Nigeria. Buhari alleged insubordination. Ohinoyi threatening to boycott President Buhari's visit. Kogi government queries monarch. Edo train attack. Sign hunters and forestry bill into law. Mechie tells Buhari. That's all from Daily Post.
And now we move over to the Nation newspaper. Buhari appoints Abdul Motalab Mukhtar, MD, CEO of Family Homes. DSS won't succumb to intimidation, harassment, says spokesman. Appeal Court president warns election tribunal officials against compromise. Sanwo-Olu, Ozodemma, others mourn as filmmaker Peace Anyam Osigwe dies at 54. 150 nurses resigned from teaching hospital in 3 years, says Chief Medical Director. 150 nurses resigned from Lagos State University Teaching Hospital in 3 years, says Chief Medical Director. National grid constant collapse due to obsolete equipment, says Rev. Ipesa Balogun Foundation holds memorial lecture. Indigenes return to ancestral home. Chief Justice of Nigeria decries increasing attacks on judiciary, rule of law. COVID-19 report identifies death of workers, fraud, and still on the stories making the headlines on the Nation newspaper this morning. Renowned journalist Duye, 83, another octogenarian, gets PhD, masters at Unilag. Nasarawa doctor dies of Lassa fever. Malami seeks end to mistrust between federal government, states. Days of portfolio contractors over in Niger Delta Development Commission, says Onoshie. Buhari to would-be successors. Prepare for the worst. Buhari, what Nigerians stand to gain from Tinubu Chetima. Elections will hold as planned. Huge crowd welcomes Obi to Onitsha. INEC gets political parties nod to deploy Bermuda voters accreditation system for polls. Edo train attack. One victim rescued. And still on the stories making the headlines on the Nation newspaper. Lawan slams PDP over insurgency, 16 years of misrule. Chief Justice of Nigeria decries attacks on judiciary, rule of law. Suspected you will be fired, prosecuted if you compromise. Appeal Court president warns election tribunal officials. Hoodlums kill woman, 3 others with AK-47 in Anambra. We are coming to B. Ayade swears in 13 commissioners. My day in kidnappers den. Traumatic, says Ondo Monarch. That's the much we can take from the Nation newspaper this morning.
2023 Beavers Solution to Election Rigging PDP. Royal Exchange appoints Machuku MD. LCCI calls for equity financing for budget deficits. GTB UK. FCA reached settlements over anti-money laundering controls. Foreign investment in agri sector down 37.9% to $9.2 million. Fear not, elections will hold. Federal government. Kola Abiola pledges to link Kebbi with REL if elected. Court sack. Electing Tinubu will guarantee education, security, economy. Buhari. Nigeria will prevail over forces of darkness. Tinubu. 140,000 international passports still uncollected. Nigeria immigration. Winter storms. Biden declares emergency for California. Korea to guarantee 18 months of paternal for working parents. UK embassy in Sweden hired Johnson's look-alike for Queen's Jubilee Party in 2022. Report: ozone layer recovery on track due to Montreal Protocol. United Nations report. Saudi Arabia lifts pandemic restrictions on Muslim Hajj pilgrimage. 3 kidnappers killed in Cameroon's North region. 2023. Beavers Solution to Election Rigging PDP. Polls. IPAC Group disagree over INEC's readiness. Edo Pressure Group marks 1 year, tasks authorities on development. 2023 elections, sacrosanct, must hold, Afenifere tells INEC. Election, Ekiti PDP candidates meet, raise concerns over Atiku's campaign cancel. Calabar Itu Road, Akwa Ibom monarch asks federal government on payment of compensation. Man United 3-0 Charlton. Rashford scores twice, sends United into Carabao Cup semis. Troops rescue another kidnapped colonel, family members in Zafara. Physician leaders warn of threat to autonomy of Turkish Medical Association. Embark on fresh indefinite strike. Japa syndrome. 150 nurses left lawsuit in 3 years. CMD. ABUAD signs agreement with leading US hospital for students' clinical training. APC has failed, says SDP presidential candidate. Zinoleski addresses breakup with Naira Marley's sister. Mobad's feud. US military to train Ukrainians on Patriot missile system. Suffering will last 4 years if you sell your vote. Macron wants. Wike to Rivers people. Vote PDP to consolidate on my legacy. That's all from Vanguard newspaper.
Judiciary won't be side of human trafficking. Nigerian government conduct. One man abduct court president, ex-lawmaker in Edo. In Niger State, schooling for pupils halted as terror victims take over classes. EFCC disqualifies bidder who offered 13 billion naira for fortified property. And Adamawa solicits support for Tinubu Binani. Our members Akintoye. 2023 APC deploys reluctant Buhari. That's the much we can take from the Premium Times this morning.
Okay, going over to Sun newspaper, Customs CG decorates promoted officers, charges them on output, discipline. Nigeria Immigration Service dismisses 4 personnel, demote 14. Igweben train station kidnap, another victim regains freedom. Police raid baby factories, rescue 10 pregnant victims, arrest 4 suspects in Rivers. Drug war. NDLEA operatives escape death security agents in spokesman. Court finds Udeze, lawyer, 1 million naira for parading himself as AA national chairman. Niger Delta will witness new dawn, says NDDC boss. Medical doctors write minister over pending nationwide strike. AGF urges collaboration between states, federal government to combat insecurity. 2023 polls fresh opportunity for Nigeria to get it right. Advance no zero tolerance for poverty, prioritize development. Mba Enugu PDP Guba candidate. Nigeria presidency not retirement benefit. B 2023 APC Tinubu PGF meet in Abuja. Labour Party campaign venue. Delta accuses Utomi of deceit, blackmail. Buhari has succeeded in taking Nigeria from top to bottom. Akwa Ibom PDP Guba candidate denies incarceration. Reps slam INEC over the alarm on election postponement. PDP will take over Ogun Central, Aderikun. Nigeria decides 2023. Okupe's resignation has boosted Obi's chances. Okoye, coordinator, Take Back Nigeria initiative. Nigeria decides 2023. If you don't vote Obi, you are an accomplice to APC's sin. Arigbe Osuala. Atiku Obi advised to surrender ambition to Tinubu. Edo train attack. We've not completely won war against security, says Tinubu. 1.3 billion naira fraud protest. PDP debunks sponsorship claim by APC. And moving over to Tribune. Mark Foundation unveils in Oshun pledges to add values to less privileged ones. Federal government appeals to Bayelsa Assembly on accelerated passage. Oyo CJ frees 9 #EndSARS protesters, 32 others. Our administration will put in place policies to stimulate growth. Bayelsa among states with highest out-of-school children, federal government. Pregnant girls rescued as police bust child trafficking syndicate in Rivers. Federal government's vigilance as COVID-19 at point of entry Ehaneri. Ninth National Assembly achieved so much with President Buhari. Lawan. Federal government vigilance against COVID-19 at point of entry Ehaneri. Families of 20 deceased police officers get 43 million naira in Anambra. 2023 sales 3-year-old journalist Duluye is oldest UNILAG PhD graduate as university holds 53rd convocation. Ondo businessman raises alarm over threat to life. My encounter with spiritual slap while serving in Abia, former commissioner. And that's all from all our headlines this morning. Let's go on this short break. We'll be right back after these messages. Stay tuned.
You're looking for a place to buy original electronics? Think Shebeg's Tech. Yes, Shebeg's Tech is here to give you a wonderful experience of original electronics. We deal on both new and Belgium electronics, such as plasma TVs, refrigerators, ACs, fans, iron, generator, DVDs, laptops, home theaters, etc. Visit us today at shop D68 Iftebu Plaza at Oyago Junction, Anambra State. Email f@gmail.com, Facebook and Instagram at Shebeg_tech. You can also contact us for supplies and home delivery on 090-7091-0618.
Igbo na-ekwu na-asị na mama site n'eziokwu ezinụlọ bụ mgbọrọgwụ ji ihe ọbụla a na-eme n'obodo dị iche iche. Ọ bụrụ na ezinụlọ adịghị mma, obodo agaghị adị mma, mana ezinụlọ dị mma, ihe ga na-agara anyị siriri werere n'obodo anyị dị iche iche. N'ọganihu ezinụlọ kwa Monde n'ọkụ 12 noon, Wednesday n'ọkụ 1 p.m. yana Friday n'ọkụ 1 p.m. Ị ga-amụta ọtụtụ ihe bụ nke ga-enyere gị aka ka ezinụlọ n'obodo anyị na-aga n'iru ọma. Aka ghọrọ Lekidi kwa Monde, Wednesday yana Friday na-aga n'iru ezinụlọ. Ọganihu ezinụlọ bụ ọganihu obodo anyị. Health Plus, Health Plus, my health, your health, our health. Health Plus is a health program that talks about our general health. Join Chiki on Ebonadi FM 103.5 to learn how best to manage your health and to take care of our young and old ones. Join me every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday by 1 to 2 p.m. on Ebonadi FM 103.5 Ogidi, Anambra State. Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political View comes to you at Ebonade 103.5 FM with Martin Ifeanyi Chukwu every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to Ebonade 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/gistfm every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date.
Now you have the right to quality broadcasting. The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the content of a broadcast or the conduct of a broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station and all right to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja, or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that your complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that a complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
Thank you for staying tuned to Ebona, the 103.5 FM. You can be part of this by joining us on our Facebook page at Ebona, the 103.5 FM. You can stream us online via mixlr.com/gist FM. Send in your SMS or WhatsApp messages on 080-9666-1035. Let's go to our SMS portal.
Yeah, from the SMS portal, we got this message from Awu from Oka. I believe the statement that says Buhari the property outside Nigeria because debt blocked him 2017 will be to negotiate with Biafra agitators if elected is good, but we never forget his rule against Biafra when he was state governor. Killed policemen to get millions after death is okay. Who's next? Okay, your message is not that clear, but thank you for joining us still. And that's the most we can take from the SMS portal.
Okay. Okay, let's go over to the WhatsApp message. We have Christian Ufondo from Onitsha. Insecurity may lead to cancellation of election by INEC. My question is, does it mean that INEC has not had the idea that there has been insecurity in the country before the time for the election was scheduled? This is one of the points that made me to say that our leaders are confused and that they take the citizens of this country for granted. Our leaders do not feel us. They do whatever they like and get away with it. Look at how they are hitting us below the belt. They have no concrete plans for the betterment of this country. Obi talking about reconciling with IPOB is like medicine after death because he comes late. He came late in the sense that Biafra agitation did not start today. Now, because he has seen that IPOB is as constant as a northern star, and that there is nothing anybody born of a woman can do to remove Biafra ideology from the agitators. These are the reasons why he wants to sneak into the group through back door, or maybe that he was sent by the enemies of Biafra to come and destabilize the plans to get Biafra. To crown it all, we do not need his support, hence I see him as an instigator. Okay. If negotiation, he did not say anything about joining the group. He said he will want to negotiate with them. All right, my name is Wisdom from Oduma, Enugu State. I beg President to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Let the election go well. Thank you and God bless. Thank you too. I have Pauline Wizu from Onitsha. Obi's campaign in Anambra State is good and a welcome development because he takes fatherly blessings from elders. God will help him in all his endeavor. Thank you very much, Pauline Wizu. I have a message from Edozie Ezebinogu from Osile Obunike. Tinubu will continue from my legacy to rebuild Nigeria, Buhari. This is the most ridiculous news headline I've read for the only continuation I see from the above statement is pain, penury, gross incompetence and corruption, religious bigotry and nepotism. The onus lies on the electorate to rather make or mar their next 4 years taking action. that is voting wisely or not voting at all. Whichever way, our people must take responsibility of their actions at the end of the day. It is rather unfortunate that a heinous crime like train station kidnap can be perpetrated in a suburb in Edo State, yet there haven't been any significant arrest. Where is our intelligence unit? What then is the work of the DSS? The spirit of nationalism is gradually fading away. The reason is that the country on a daily basis keep on proving to their citizens that she is not worth dying for. Ka Chineke mezie okwu. Thank you very much, Edozie Zebinugu. Engineer Ifeanyi Onwebusi Jojo Amani from Azobunike. INEC should, as a matter of urgency, expunge every underage voters from the 2023 voters list. Way for a free, fair, and credible election come February 2023. Anything short of that will cast a shadow of doubt on the integrity of the elections. Thank you very much, Engineer Ifeanyi Onwebusi. Please let Igbos support Obi in this 2023 from Milito. It's not something you force on people. People have their wills and they have a choice to make, and they go with whatever they choose.
Choices.
All right, going over to page, I have a message from Ozo Francis from Amagunze in Enugu State. And also says the INEC should do everything possible for a peaceful and transparent conduct of forthcoming general election, as postponement or cancellation would not be the best option. Okay, I think there's a little bit of network issue. Let's get some messages from
Okay, from the SMS portal, we got new messages. I said, my name is Igwe Romanus from Ogidi. APC forcing Buhari to campaign for Tinubu is a sign that Tinubu's candidacy is a bad product, which is always hard to sell. And for Buhari telling Nigerians to vote for Tinubu to end insecurities shows that APC and Tinubu lack what they will campaign with because of their obvious failure in all ramifications, be it infrastructure development, security of life and properties, and war against corruption, which happened. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And this one is saying insecurity may lead to cancellation of election. INEC warns. Then I humbly ask, what have they done to restore security measures in Nigeria? Rather, they were only interested in receiving bribes from I beg, let election hold promptly. We are tired of ghost government. Paul, reign of peace from Ozam Amagunze. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And then this one is saying, no one can end suffering in the three-nation contraption called Nigeria, for they are all same bird with the same feather, moneymongers and selfishness from PC Nkwede. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Okay, going over back to Ozo Francis' message. Nigerians really need to change this narrative. And Obi promises to negotiate with Biafran agitators. That's a good one. Round table discussion and negotiation are the best approach to resolve issues. May God help us. Nwachukwu Kennedy Chinedu, voice of Mbise, and he says the statement credited to Buhari to Yobe residents is totally unacceptable, laughable, unbelievable, and inconsequential. Which legacy is Tinubu going to continue with? Is it the killing going on daily basis? Is it the hunger wallowing Nigerians on daily basis? Anyway, help me tell him that this year general election is not going to be business as usual because we Nigerians are now wiser. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see if we can get more messages. All right, back to WhatsApp. I have Ebuka Wabufo from Ama Wobunikyo. He says, it's true, Buhari has succeeded in taking Nigeria from top to bottom. Thank you very much. And that's all from all our newspaper headlines and messages this morning. Till tomorrow when we come your way, thank you for joining us. I am Lady D.
And I'm Martin.
Bye.